Okay, so before I start this video off, I just want to draw attention to something that's been in the description for some time now, but I feel like I need to draw more attention to it. So in the description for some time now has been my Patreon page. It's going to be at the top of the description for this, like the very first link you see. Now, what the Patreon does, it gives you access to certain stuff. I will change it in the future, especially those prices, because these prices, they're just placeholder for now. And I'm just going to walk through what they are. So, first tier, core, is your name at the end of videos and a special role in the Discord server, which is also in the description right below the Patreon. And you get access to minimal progress on Amalgam. Amalgam is a game I've been working on. It's an idea I had ages ago, and I'm finally hunkering down and working on it. Minimal progress. It's like the written assets, written stuff for the game, stuff like that. And the next tier, Corrupted, is the second tier. You get all the tier 1 benefits, but your name is at the end of a fancy icon at the end of videos, like separate from the others. And you get access to moderate progress. Moderate progress, what that is you get access to like images and stuff for assets I'm making for the game, so that you can see, like, properly see what is going on and what I've done for the game. And the third tier, 25, again, like I said, I'm probably going to change the prices, maybe, like lowering them, because these are just default. Third tier, Amalgamation. You get all the tier 1 and 2 benefits. You get your name under a different icon, bigger, fancier, separate from everyone else. And you get the ability to suggest a game or topic for me to make a video on. So it could be something Blender related, could be some other program, could be a game, because I do game stuff on this channel. Not so much because I'm on a Surface, but it's still there. And you get access to like full progress on Amalgam. What that is, like, in addition to like the images and the written stuff, like videos, GIFs, stuff like that. Occasionally I'll put out like a proper like asset, like in file form, for you guys to download and mess around with, do whatever you want with. Anyway, like I said, Patreon is there. It helps me out with the videos and stuff when people do go on there, because it'll help me get out better videos. Now I don't mean like more like quality editing. I mean like they will look better because I'll be able to put them out in a better resolution. Because currently I'm limited to a free program that I can only export in 720p, which isn't that good. So it's there. It helps me out with the videos when people become patrons. Feel free to check it out, please. It helps a load. Anyway, that's all. Have fun with the rest of the video. It's on shading. Alright, so on to the tutorial. Now, I know I'm late, but when you're me, you're late for things, because you've got no time management skills. You're unorganized as hell, and you just forget things. But today, while sitting on my couch, angrily waiting an email from Blizzard because some douche nuzzle decided to hack my account and get it banned, while also planning my slow but inevitable rise to power in Albion Online as I learn to manage a freaking guild, I decided, you know what? How about I record the next part of that tutorial series that I said I would do every day but then didn't because I'm unorganized and forget things. So here we are. But, as you can probably tell by the name of this video, this one is going to be on the lovely shading workspace. And we've got this nice little shader ball here to show off the materials and stuff and what the nodes do. Now this shader ball right here, I got it off of blendswap.orggroup.com. Blendswap.something. I just know it's Blendswap. It's forums for Blender. People share things, and you can look at those things and even download them, like this shader ball. It's also got text somewhere. Ah, there we go. Shader title here. Lovely. I forget who put this on Blendswap, but I will find it and look for and put the link in the description. Below those Patreon and Discord links that I mentioned at the beginning of this. Please check those out, especially the Patreon. Please, I'm big. Anyway, moving on. So, what the shading workspace is for setting up your materials. And typically, when you're setting up materials, it'll start you off with like this basic material: principal, BSDF, and material output. Material output is what you connect all your stuff to, so your model knows what the hell it's supposed to look like. And the principal BSDF is a shader node with a bajillion settings that you can do lots of stuff to. I don't know what I'm changing, but yeah, you can do lots of things here. I don't know what I've created, but it's something. So before this video, I had set up some material so I can show off the kind of stuff you can do with the shading workspace in Blender, and maybe talk about some of the stuff it does. One of the things I made is this sort of rusty material. Now you may notice there's more node things here. Now that's because the way the shading workspace works is you add and remove and tweak and change and distort and discombobulate and rejigger and reorganize and reform a bunch of nodes. That way you can make a material and end up with this or something else. Depends on what the hell you're going for. But yeah. So the way this goes, now you may notice this material looks like it's dug into the object a bit, but upon closer inspection you see it's not, because we did that using what is called a bump node. A bump node is one of the normal nodes, and I don't mean normal as in, oh yeah, that's pretty normal. I mean normal as in normal. What normal does is it's to like fake small bumps and stuff on your object. So in this case, it's like the little grooves inside it caused by the rust eating away at the metal. And in there we've got color ramp, which is connected to this noise texture. What the noise texture does, or what really any texture node does, because there's quite a few. What it does is it creates an image that it then plugs into the nodes it's connected to. Now you can change this in lots of different ways. Get all sorts of weird effects, like whatever the hell that is. I have no clue what that is. It's pretty cool though. But yeah, I've also got this stuff set up. What it's for is just to make it so that it doesn't look all janky and stretched and weird on the object, so that it looks fairly normal. Now what I did is you can just go into edit, bring up your preferences, wait for it to load, go to add-ons, bring up Node Wrangler, and you see it's right there. I've already got it checked, so no need to worry about that. Now what that allows you to do, as you can see, I've removed those two nodes, is you can just go here and hit Control T, and that automatically makes it up. It makes it and puts it in, connected to your texture, and ready to be used. Now what I do is, you notice when it's just generated, it still doesn't work right. So what I do is I go to Object and connect it to the slot generated was connected to, and that changed it so that it's the actual object and not just the UV that's generated by the object. So as you can see, changed it to object, and boom, now it's all good and dandy and it can work right. If my mouse will work right and let me rotate the view, that is. But yeah, we've got that going now. And that noise texture node is connected to these two color ramps. Now the reason that is because that noise texture, the factor, it kind of makes it black and white. So that when you put it into the factor of these two things, it knows where, like, say we took this spot right here. Whatever color that is in the noise texture tells these color ramps where to put it on the slider, and wherever it lands determines what color it is. Like in this case, for like right here, it would be like right there or further back. And that also goes to this color ramp to tell it like how far in it needs to go into the object. So yeah, that's neat. We've got that going. Now some other stuff I've got on here. I thought I had a car paint material on here, but apparently not. That's bad. Anyway, another material I've got on here is, if it'll load, there we go, dispersion. Now that's all janky because of how we have it. You know what? Sorry about that. Let's just pretend that never happened. Future me, if you could focus on the necessary windows. Thank you. Now we're just gonna focus on like how it looks in the preview and how it looks over here in the actual shading workspace. Now, what the dispersion is, it's that effect you get with prisms, where like it goes in, like the light goes in one point, and then it comes out. It's like a little rainbow. It's trying for that effect. You can see it a little bit here. It's kind of hard to show off without having to go through and render everything, but we're not going to worry about that because this computer's a piece of hot garbage and runs like ass on a stick at times. Anyway, so the way we've got that going here is, you'll notice, or down here, we've got 3 different glass BSDF shader. No, I'm going to just do that. I said I'm going to just do that. Thank you. Now you may notice we've got 3 glass BSDF shaders down here. One set to red, one set to green, one set to blue. Now what those are for is setting up that dispersion effect so that it knows what colors to split into. And then we've got regular glass BSDF with default settings over here, just mixed with all of them. And then is camera ray. Now I'm talking through this. I don't know what it does. I just know it works. And we have it. But I'm going to explain it as best I can. Is camera ray determines whether or not the view you're seeing it through, whether the light ray going to it is directly from the camera to it or not. No, I know I'm completely wrong, so let's just pretend this never happened. We can probably see it better with this. Yeah, no. Anyway, let's pretend that never happened. Hey, look, we're back to this default material. Would you look at that? But anyway, to show off how it works, I'm going to walk you through making that rust material I made. Now, albeit it's going to be different because I just spaced out when I did that, so I don't completely know what the hell I did. I just know it works. And I'm not going to be referencing it, so we've got this. So anyway, as I was saying, I'm going to walk you through making that sort of like rust-like material I made. So what we're going to do is the first thing I did when making it was I brought in that noise texture. Now you may think, oh, glitch, hey, why are you bringing that in first when there's a bunch of stuff between it? Because I can. That's why. That is the only reason why I'm doing it this way. Simply because I can, and it's convenient for me. So suck it. Anyway, then we're going to use Node Wrangler, hit Control-T. That way we've got this set up. But in reality, the real reason I do it first is because if I do it last, then everything's going to run really slow. And I don't like that. So that's why I do it first. That way I can just connect everything and then boom, it's there, it's done. So anyway, moving on. And then what I do is I connect the color I connect the factor to the base color. And then, oh look, hey, it's slowing down, like I said. And you notice, hey, we've got that black and white. That's really cool. Except it's not. Get out of here if you think it's cool. Get out. We're not done yet. But no, don't get out. Stay, please. Please, don't go. Please. Anyway. So then what we're going to do is we're going to bring in that color ramp I had before. We're going to do that. No, oh boy! It's all colory. Now you may notice, it looks exactly the same. Come on, Glitch. Why would you do something if it doesn't do anything? Because we still need to move the sliders. See, if we move this black slider, oh my god, everything gets darker. If we move this one here, make everything else brighter and like the edges on the black bits, you notice it gets tighter. Then what we can do, we can click this slider on the left right here, this black slider, and we can change the color. And look at that, a nice shit brown. Let's go right here, right? You know, a nice orange. And then, what I do, that way everything matches. First, I'll move everything to the left so we have more room. Then what I'll do, after moving this over so it looks better, is I'll duplicate that color ramp by pressing Shift-D. Remember that. It'll be very useful because I use that shortcut quite a lot. So what I do is I hit Shift. So what I do is I hit Shift-D to move that, to duplicate that node, and then move it over. And then boom, look, just like that. Would you look at that? We've got black again. And something to do to just make it nice and even is just whatever. And then what we do, we connect that noise texture over to here. Then we add in a bump so that we get those nice little grooves in. And something I make sure to do every time is I hit invert. That way, because by default, when it's not inverted, is those grooves we had, they would be coming out from it instead of going in. So we invert it, that way it's sticking into the mesh. Then what we do is we connect the color to the height. Now you may be thinking, hey, wait, wouldn't you... Okay, no, we connect the alpha to the height. What the... Oh, no, yeah, we connect the color to the height. And now you may be thinking, hey, glitch, wouldn't you connect the alpha to the height because they match in colors? No. Because, I don't know why, but it breaks. Every single time I try to do that. So I just connect the color. Then, we connect the normal on the bump node to the normal on the principal BSDF. And boom, just like that, the program stops us running. And then boom, just like that, we've got a messy looking Rust. Wait, why is it all messy looking? Well, first off, wait, that's not digging in, is it? Is it? I can't tell. What the fuck? I may have messed up. Ah, there we go. Just had to flip it, I think. Yeah, we just had to flip it. That's something I do. Crank up the detail so it's all... Wait, what the fuck? What is going... Scale. What did I... Okay, I know I said I'm not going to reference it, but I'm going to reference it. What did I do wrong? Oh, I know what I did wrong. I had the black too high. See, this is why we use references. So we know when we're being an idiot. See, just flip the color ramp, bring black down. Bring black down. Okay, what the hell is going on here? What did we do wrong? Okay, we're back. Plot twist. We did not have to invert this. I don't know why. Normally I have to invert it to do that, but look at that. Now it looks all rusty, and metallic didn't go all the way up, even though I changed it. And boom. Just like that. Rusty metal. Although, you may notice, it bleeds out a bit. Because, I don't know why. Oh, it bleeds out of it because we need to move white closer to the orange. I really need to prepare these things beforehand. But would you look at that, with a few simple nodes, you've got it looking all rusty and nasty. Just like, I don't know. Just like a disgusting old truck left out in the dump. And so, yeah, that's the brief video for the shading workspace. If you liked it, feel free to leave a like. And I will say this once again, please, please, go check out the Patreon. It's first link in the description. Before anything else. It's really hard to miss it. Please.